It's just, oh, inertia, what are you doing? What? What is this? I'm Zach George. I train dogs, and this is my new dog, Inertia. I'm taking you along as I train her from day one. You can start from the beginning or pick up anywhere and start learning. Welcome to the Dog Training Experience. In today's episode, you'll see exactly why you really need to be on guard every time you take your dog someplace new. Today we're on a road trip to Corpus Christi, Texas. We're coming here to see one of Brianna's closest friends, and we're bringing Inertia with us as well. So, traveling with your dog can be pretty tricky sometimes. Lots of training opportunities present themselves. Hey, can you not dig? Please don't dig that. No, Inertia. I'm always looking for the most dynamic, unique chews and treats to use when I train dogs, and that can be surprisingly hard to find. This is what really sets Pupford's products apart. I use them all the time in my training. These are items that you just don't find everywhere. Pupford has really gone out of their way to find items that dogs are very interested in instead of the same old, same old. They have some of the most unique options on the market, like freeze-dried sweet potatoes. Maybe you don't want to give your dog protein all of the time. For a really special treat, sometimes I'll give my dogs a salmon skin chew or a beef tendon chew. Their chicken jerky treats are going to be loved by just about every dog on earth. And a favorite around here amongst our dogs are the Himalayan yak cheese chews. The best way to try out their entire line and get the most bang for your buck is to get their pack deals, which bundle their products together so that you can try them all and save money while doing it. It's a super simple way to get every type of reward your dog could possibly want in one purchase. I'll have a link in the description where you can check out all of their different bundle deals. Hey, leave it. Good girl. That's perfect. No, stop eating plants. We're staying at an Airbnb house, so I'm gonna have to introduce her to a brand new house and make sure that she doesn't destroy the place. Fingers crossed. I feel pretty confident. I look forward to doing these types of trips because it allows me to train in new places and new settings, and the more reliable I can get her in those new places and new settings, the better. There is so much that a dog has to see in their first couple of years of training. In my first book, Dog Training Revolution, I give you a complete overview of the main things you need to consider when raising your dog. I'll have a link in the description. If you're looking for a more detailed book specifically on the ins and outs of dog training, I'll have a link to my second book in the description below too. We're here in Corpus Christi right now at our Airbnb. It's right on the coast, really cool place, and it's got this nice big fenced yard. So one of the first things that I want to do is introduce Inertia to this outdoor area. This is where she'll be taking her potty breaks. This is where we'll be doing some exercise. And I want her to really get familiar with it and acclimated with it. And I really want her to explore it. Let's do what most people do in this situation. I've inspected the perimeter. It all looks secure. They'll take the leash off. They usually don't have treats ready. And they'll say, go check it out. Go run around. So let's see what happens when we do that with Inertia. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Wait. Okay, good. Go look around. So just let her sniff around for a bit. So she's looking at me. I'll walk with her just to encourage her to look at things. I like that she looked at me just there. That was cool. She's like, you coming? I'm like, okay. In general, I don't trust dogs off leash in new places until they've shown me that they're extremely reliable for many months while on leash first. One of the best ways to start introducing off-leash training to your dog is to bring them to brand new places like this that are secure. But just because it's secure, she doesn't realize that. So it's a good time to see how likely they are to come to you, how likely they are to stay and listen to you in what they may view as an uncontrolled environment, but you know that you have control of. I mean, right off the bat here, I can't have her digging. I need to, oh, look at this. Did you see that? I came over here to limit her access to the yard, but oh my gosh, she's running from me right now. You see this? Inertia, come here. What? What is this? Inertia, come. Let's say right now I wasn't in a fenced area. Would you want your dog doing this in public? Hey, Inertia, come here. Huh. You know, and the thing is, when your dog gets away with running away from you like this, it's very reinforcing to them. I mean, to her, it appears to be a whole lot of fun right now. And I want her to have fun, but I don't want her to ignore come when called. So this is something that really needs a lot of work. I had a hunch this would happen because I'm getting to know her, but I think it's important that we realize that we don't want to give our dog too much freedom in new places until we've adequately done some training. And this is a really good example of why. So I do need to manage regaining control of her here. My first step here is going to be, once I finally do get control of her, is to put her on a long lead. When your dog is playing chase with you like this, they're having a blast. They really enjoy it and they're just looking at it as a game probably. But it can be a really dangerous game if it happens at the wrong place. So don't engage in a game of chase like this with a dog this young. In Inertia's case, pretending to leave is usually what gets her to come to me pretty reliably. So let's see if she'll call my bluff. I think the best way to put this game of chase to an end is to quit engaging in this and trying to capture her. So I'm just gonna go walk away, and look at that. I got control of her because she came to me. So we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna regain control of her environment, but still give her lots of freedom with a 26-foot retractable leash. And this time I'll be using treats. And we'll see if we can teach her how to behave a little more ideally than what we just saw. The reason I'm using a retractable leash in this situation is I like that it's really difficult to trip over, so it really stays above their body and it doesn't get tangled as much. And I feel like in an area like this, 26 feet in any given direction is something I can tolerate while I'm training her. Inertia, hey. All right, so you can see she's digging right there. Let me see if I can stop that. Inertia, leave it alone. You want this? Come here. Sit. Oh, will you look at that? And so when they're young like this, you get behaviors like this any way you can, even if you have to give them a treat, because you're still teaching them to go through the motions and think. And once this becomes commonplace for them and you're really consistent, they just come to accept, okay, I don't dig at the yard. I pay attention to my mom or dad when they ask me to, and that's just how life is. All right, so we're off to a good start. So let me let her explore. Let's go. So this is a good opportunity to practice calling her, getting her to follow me. Good girl, come here. Come on. Good. Oh, I love that. And she's a little bit more inspired to come to me since I have a really good treat. I'm using freeze-dried beef liver treats from Pupford right now. Inertia, come on. Little slow, but she came to me on the first request. Inertia, leave it. Come. Good girl, come on. Let's go. Good. Little peppier that time. Good work. The biggest mistake people make with young dogs like this is too much freedom too early. And I am in no rush to have her off leash. I'm going to be very methodical about teaching her how to listen off leash by simulating off leash conditions with long leads, retractable leashes like this, and going to new places often. All right, let's go explore the Airbnb now. Come on, let's explore. Let's look. Let's look around. What do you think? Come on. My wife was eating popcorn over here a moment ago, dropped it, and Inertia went to go for it. So I'm gonna do an impromptu real life leave it. Hey, see this popcorn? Leave it alone. Leave it. See? Okay, good job. So that's like 15, 20 seconds of training to really solidify a real life leave it to your dog. Take advantage of those moments. Good job. I'm not even gonna reward here. I'm just gonna let her continue to explore the environment. In some situations, we're close to phasing out using treats to reward a real life leave it because we practice it so much that it has seemingly become second nature. But if she leaves something really tempting alone, I will still reward her. I don't, sometimes I do it just because, but I don't think it's required in most circumstances. But that still depends. I shouldn't jinx myself too much there. This is the kitchen. Good. Nice. I like how she keeps looking to me too. Let's go out back here. There's a lovely porch that I'd like to see. Let's see how she does there. One of the first things I really like to do in a new place is insist that my dogs stay at doorways leading to the outdoors. So we're gonna have a refresher course on that to make sure she listens to that. This is a doorway she's never had to stay at before, so I'm just further solidifying. Here's another instance of a doorway that you need to stay at. Let's see what happens if I open it here. She just walked out. In other words, it wasn't her default to stay there, so I need to change that. Inertia, come here. And of course I have her on leash, so she's not in a position to go and just run around out there. You can see she's really curious about this. Sit. Stay. Look at me. Not getting eye contact quickly, but she offered it there. Good. This time I'm gonna use the environment as the reward instead of a treat. So, that's a really handy thing you can do. There's a moth over here that's got her attention. I don't know if you can see that. But here's a real life distraction. She's responding well. Wait. Okay, let's go. All right. And so you can see her nose gets to work immediately out here. She likes to smell and see what's going on. These are some beautiful plants, but I have a feeling they're gonna be distracting to Inertia, and I don't want her getting into those. But right now it's just, oh, Inertia, what are you doing? Okay, we'll need to clean that up. And that's her first accident in, I mean, months. But, you know, this is an outdoor kind of feeling area. I mean, it's a porch, so maybe she hasn't yet equated, okay, I can't pee everywhere that feels like outside. She doesn't know that yet. This is also a dog-friendly Airbnb, so who knows if there are scents there from past dogs. But we brought an enzymatic cleaner with us just in case. And see, if she had been off leash, I might not have even noticed that body accident. Really, it's vital to have them on leash and under control when introducing them to new places, particularly when they're young or untrained. Leave it. And this has thorns on it too, so I'm gonna give her a good reward there for paying attention to leave it. Okay, come on. Much better. Good. Look at how I have her attention now. That's very good. I like that a lot. So she's doing really well being introduced to a new place like this. She smelled around. She had an accident, got into a plant, but I was able to get her focused on me, and that's the important thing. She looks relaxed and adjusted here. Let's go check out the deck and see what she does. Okay, Inertia, come on. All right, here's the door. Wait. Loose leash. This is not a controlled environment out here. Wait. Good, yes. I'm definitely gonna reward that because that's the first time ever in her life that she's encountered this door. She honored it on the first request, so very important. Wait. Inertia, look at me. I wanna get her attention, yes. Now we're gonna use the environment. Okay, we're gonna use the environment to say, hey, I'll let you check out this area now. There's so many awesome birds. There's a lizard right there. I don't know if she sees it or not. And I'm not rushing her. I'm not immediately asking her to do things in this particular instance, though I may want to do that in the future because just because you go to a new place doesn't mean that you don't want your dog to listen to you. It just takes a lot of time to teach that particular skill. So in this case, I'm just going to skip the whole frustrating thing of, hey, pay attention to me, and just, again, let her check out this new part of the world that she's never been to before, nor have I, so it's a pretty interesting opportunity for both of us. Ooh, stairs. She doesn't encounter a lot of stairs. Look at that. See how she's a little rusty on the stairs? It's a new set of stairs. Good girl. Yes, and we're near water's edge, so I'll have to keep her on a real short leash. Come on. Yes. Come on, let's go. Come on. Good girl. And see, she wants to walk right up to that edge. I'm not gonna let her do that. We'll let her go up to right about there. Stay. Would she jump in? I don't think so, but I'd rather not find out right now. So she's acknowledging this dog across the way over here, but both dogs are being really good. All right, so this is pretty much what I expected here. She's interested in the area, but she's reacting within an acceptable range. She's not barking or going nuts or anything, so that's good. Let's see if she can go up the stairs. Come on. Oh, the dog is barking. Looks like another dog over there that's barking. There's a plane above. Okay, come on, let's go. Whoa, this way, come on. At our house, she's not allowed up the stairs, so she's still a little weird about going up the stairs. You want some turkey? Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, come on, let's go. Inertia, come, let's go. You want this? Yes. Good job, you got it. Easy, right? Okay, so let me give you a brief tour of some of the things we brought. Of course, a Frisbee, just because, I mean, you gotta bring a Frisbee with you. I've got freeze-dried sweet potato treats from Pupford. I'm using beef liver treats also from Pupford. These are Himalayan dog chews that I'll give her when she goes in her crate to keep her occupied, as well as these beef tendon chews. Got some of her favorite toys in the world. She likes this one. It's got a good squeaker, nice and tough toy. This is still like #1. It is disgusting. It's been washed like one time, but I think it's due for a second wash. She just loves this thing. I've got cleaner just in case of any accidents. Even when dogs are potty trained, when you take them to new places, all bets are off and you have to really assume that they're gonna be a little confused at first. We also brought some food puzzle toys right here with some peanut butter. So I want to have a lot of different interesting things based on whatever her mood might be at the moment to keep her really engaged while she's put up. What? Look at this, she's jumping on the counter. Inertia. You can't do that. Her jumping is like getting a little tough to control right now, so I need to really be focused on that, whether it's jumping on the counter, jumping on people, or whatever. Lots of things to train. So I want to show you her sleeping area now, where she's going to be crashing tonight. This is Inertia's sleeping area over here. We have a crate and her bed. I'm going to put some water in there and some food later on, but I have it kind of over here. I'm still getting her used to sleeping alone. I'm intentionally not putting it in the bedroom because I'm really trying to encourage that independence out of her and getting her comfortable with being alone. And at the end of a day of training and exercise, she's likely to just pass out in there. And that gives her this association of, oh man, this is a comfortable place to just check out for many hours and go to sleep. Like, I want her thinking of her crate like that. The obvious variable here is at our house, we cover in a much bigger area with an exercise pen, but here, this is a smaller crate because it was easier to travel with. So she stayed in a crate this small a couple of times, but again, she only goes in here at the end of the day when she's very tired and she goes right to sleep, hopefully. We'll see what she does here. But typically when I have the space, I'll give a dog a very oversized area. So this is smaller than I usually use, but I think she'll be okay. I want to see how she does with fetch in this new yard. I like that she's into this. Is she into this? All right, I'm gonna bring out all three of these toys and we'll see which one she wants to play with today. So I'm gonna drop the leash, but this will be a lot easier to get to her if she gets the zoomies on me. What's this? Let's try that. Go get it. Oh, she went right after that. I like that. Ready and go. Good, get it, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. You can do it, good girl. All right, wait. Yes, yes, ready and go. Good. You want this? She likes that one. See, not into the Frisbee, but into this toy a little bit. So in this new place, she's like, I do not know how to play fetch. This is a really good illustration. She will not bring it back to me right now in this brand new place. That's normal, by the way. Just means I have to work with her. And right now she doesn't seem too receptive. So maybe we'll try again later. I'm checking in right now on Inertia and she's still passed out in her crate. So this is all good news. I'm glad that she's not experiencing anxiety or anything like that, and she's just at peace. I think our training is working on minimizing anxiety so far. This is why it pays off to really give your dog experience with being left alone overnight as well. It's not that different to them when you leave for a meal or something. If you ever find that your training isn't going as fast as you'd like, remember to mix up your currencies. Pupford has a fantastic deal right now on their bundle packs. They have some of the most unique treats available for dogs anywhere. I'll have a link to their pack deals in the description below. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok to keep up with Inertia and our training in real time. Subscribe to this channel and get a copy of both of my books for a complete guide to training your dog. In the next episode, we'll attempt to teach Inertia some leash manners around some crazy Texas-sized distractions.